by our solution. And so the second thing is that, as we said, discuss that people should be motivated enough to use our product or segregate the waste. So for that, we need to provide some kind of an incentive to the people. So for example, people on their own are pretty lazy or ignorant about the problem of waste segregation and are not willing to segregate the waste. So we should provide something as an incentive from our side in the product, which will encourage them to use the product. And also, so as we are all students of engineering, I think, I guess, so we should work on some technological aspects. So to eliminate the need of manual segregation, which is not being followed by most of the people, we can replace it by an automated process. For example, using some kind of a device with sensors or image processing kind of technologies, so that the waste segregation process can be automated at the source level. And so if we are using such automated solutions, the accuracy of the sorting of waste should be high, which is generally a problem in manual segregation, that all the waste does not get segregated. And with the help of automated segregation, we can also go with a larger number of categories, not just dry waste and wet waste. So we can expand our categories according to our need. And some of the other aspects which we can focus on during the solution is the cost of the device. So if if we are designing the solution for personal use at individual households, we need to keep in mind the cost factor and the incentive factor, so that people actually buy our product and use it. And if we are trying to implement it in public space, maybe our focus could be more on the side of maintenance costs of that product, so that it can be in a good working conditions at all time in public spaces. So next slide.
Uh, Moving before the next, I would like to ask people if they can thought of any other constraint or any other point that we should keep in mind before going towards the generation of possible solution. So, can anyone suggest that we couldn't thought of after getting this much information about the problem statement?
Sir, can you repeat?
Yeah, sure. So I'm asking that can you think of any other point that's not being mentioned on the slide, uh, so that we can keep that point in mind while going towards further step, say generation of possible solution. The next step is that only. So before going towards that, what all points we should keep in mind? Like these points we have mentioned, what do you think the some other points can be?
Okay, sir.
Sir, can I get recording of this session?
Yeah, it will be shared.
Sir, from where I can get this?
It will be in this Teams if you have joined the group Teams group, or else we'll also share the drive link later.
So may I have your contact number?
If you are in the group, I guess then you would have all the contacts number of all the admins.
Actually, I'm doing PhD in waste management from Delhi. I am.
Okay.
It could be very good contact with people like you. You all are focusing on waste management.
Yeah, sure. I can share my contact.
I'm not in your group, maybe. That's what I was asking for.
You can also. Okay, I'll share the contact details of Madhukar Vashni so that you'll be able to get better information from it.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, if there is no point, then probably we can move ahead.
Sir, we can like
Yeah, sure.
teach the techniques to use the waste. Like some waste can be used like manure.
Hmm.
So yes, I think that is the next step after segregation. So once the right now here we will be focusing on how to segregate the waste, but once it is segregated, how to use it, that is another challenge. So for the biodegradable waste, we can make manure or compost from it. The recyclable waste will be segregated and sent to recycling facilities, and the remaining waste which cannot be recycled or which is not biodegradable can be sent to landfills.
Okay.
So with this, now we have covered the first three steps in this design process: the need, analysis of problem, and preparation of a specification. So in the next session, we will be continuing this design process from the next step, which is generation of possible solution. There we will go into the details of different types of solutions which we can think of for this problem, and then select a suitable solution, and then we will go into the details of the automatic waste segregator project, which was done by one of our project teams in Sahaay in 2018. So we will go into the details of that in the next session. So like here, I would like to conclude today's session. So if there is any doubts from you guys, we can take it up now. Like anything in general regarding the session or anything regarding the summer school doubts which you guys have, we can take them now.
Sir, we can develop some mechanisms. Hello.
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir, we can develop some mechanisms like anaerobic digestions through methanogenesis or biomethanation process. By doing so, sir, we can get energy.
Okay,
We
so
can
okay.
get methane, which has a very good calorific value.
Hmm.
In spite of doing aerobic decomposition, we can also go through this process.
Okay, so again, like this thing which you are talking about, this will be the, I think, next step after segregation of the waste, right? Converting the waste, like
Uh,
organic
yes,
waste
sir, yes.
into energy.
Because our Yes, because our problem is 70% of residential waste. It means
Yes.
what? We have a lot of organic matter. There
Hmm.
could be two kind of organic matter. Uh, one is biodegradable organic matter. Other one is non-biodegradable organic matter. So we have a very high fraction of biodegradable organic matter. So if we do anaerobic decomposition of these
Hmm.
things, it takes time. Actually, anaerobic process is 3 times slower than aerobic process, but we can get energy, we can get material also that could be reused. So we can have a cradle to grave analysis or cradle to cradle analysis of these things. And after restoring energy through gas chambers, gas collection chambers, followed by gas scrubbers, we can generate electricity, and by supplying these electricity to the nearby areas, we can generate some revenue too. That could be helpful to our society or ourselves.
So I think this will also like motivate more people to kind of segregate waste on their own without the implementation of some automatic systems if they are into.
Aerobic treatment.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
so
This
that's what I'm
would be
saying.
more efficient process
Yes, so once
as compared. to Arabic technique.
So if the people are going to segregate the waste on their own into say organic, so wet and dry.
Yes.
So in the wet waste we can get the organic components which are biodegradable. We can segregate that out, and using this
Uh,
process which you
and
described, we can
yes,
generate
yes, sir.
energy in the form of electricity, which again will be consumed by the same people who have segregated the waste. So it is kind of a circular thing.
And
So you
you
are
can
segregating the waste and you will get the benefits.
yes, sir.
So
And
this
I
can
can
be
explain you the whole process.
okay. So maybe we can discuss this
I am
sometime.
from National Institute of Technology.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, Whatever I in the sessions or uh, in, basically in such kind of activity, I will.
So can you
Sorry, Rakesh, your
Uh,
voice is lagging actually.
um,
Could you repeat?
Sir, basically, I will explain all these things, and this would be very much helpful to our society.
Right, right.
Um,
so I think if we have
and
time
sir,
for this,
your session was very good.
okay. So I think after going through the basic solutions for segregation of waste, maybe in the next sessions we can discuss about this if we have time, because from our side also we have some time constraint for these sessions, and we need to try to cover some technical aspects also along with this. So maybe we could discuss about this thing in some of the future sessions once we are done with the segregation part, segregation of waste.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Rakesh, you have my contact number. If there is
I
any
don't have, sir.
project,
I don't.
yeah. Sorry.
Uh, Sir, right now I'm doing PhD in such kind of thing, in waste
Right, right,
management.
right, right, right. So that's why I'm saying that.
I'm from National Institute of Technology, NIT.
Yeah, yeah. So if there is any scope of collaboration for projects, we are open for that. You can
Yes,
contact this number.
yes. Please tell me your contact number.
Yeah, it's in the chat, and I will also speak up. You can write it down. It's
I'm not able to see the chat box. That's why I disturbed you.
sorry, sorry, sorry about that. So it's 790
For this session, yes, 7
90
790
66
66
4
664
1128.
1128.
Yeah, 1128.
Okay, thank you, sir. What's your good name?
Sorry.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thanks everyone.
Oh,
So thank you everyone for joining. So we will also have some tasks related to this session, which we will release in the WhatsApp group after a few time. So you guys will also have to go through those tasks and complete them for the completion of this course, like, to obtain a certificate.